Hello, beautiful family, lovers of good things, lovers of important personnel all over the globe. I bring greetings from a grateful heart. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. I just can't thank you enough. So in this platform, we react to all videos and we give you all the latest updates. In fact, we draw the world closer to your doorstep. So please watch this video and I will be watching it with you. Don't forget, drop your opinion in the comment section and I'll be right back.
Biafra Republic government in exile, or to the speakers, to the listeners, freedom of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. I greet you all. My name remains Mazi Arinze, and I welcome you once again to this our morning edition on Biafra First TikTok. Yes, this is what we have taken upon ourselves, that as long as we live, Biafra live. As long as we do anything we do in life, Biafra is first. Thank you very much. Without wasting much of the time, on today's topic, can you imagine Biafra today without all this sit at home? The truth remains that without this sit at home, what you can be imagining of what Biafra land will look like is when you go on a research and you take a look at what is going on in Benue State today. If you take a look at what is going on in Sokoto, if you take a look at what is going on in Meduguri, if you take a look at what is going on in all these places that the Fulani herdsmen, that all these Boko Haram terrorists have taken as a territory, as a captured place, that is exactly what you could have been imagining how Biafra land will look like today. Without us standing strong, without us defending our land, without us realizing that if we don't fight for ourselves, nobody will ever do, and without minding if we don't speak for ourselves, then nobody will speak for us. We can only imagine the situation of ex-Zaki in the hands of the DSS dungeon today if we do not sit at home. And this is the reason why they arrested Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to make sure that Biafra never exists, to make sure nobody speaks about Biafra, to make sure that the liberation of Biafra is dealt, to make sure that they frustrate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he will never have any other option than to give up. These are the only things you can only imagine if this sit at home is not being geared by our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. If we do not sit at home today, if we do not have government in exile, if we do not have Mazi Simon Ekpa, all these things that I have mentioned is the only thing that you can imagine that will be happening in Biafra land. But because the Biafrans are human beings, we make use of our senses, we make use of our brain. We are not like the animals in the zoo called Nigeria. We can never ever deviate nor be cajoled by the Nigerian medias, by all these people that have been bought with peanuts, by all these saboteurs. We have stood our ground, not only just to demand for freedom, but to show every humankind the need and the importance of a human being having a common sense in his head. Because it's only an animal that you can beat and command it not to cry. It will only obey. But human beings have sense and have sense of reasoning. We never ever adopt that. But before I proceed, I would like to remind the Nigerian government something, that what they are seeing today is just a tip of what is to come. The arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as they have in mind to stop the sit at home, to stop Biafra agitation, to stop everyone that is talking about Biafra, is dead on arrival. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell them that this is a divine project, he said in one of his broadcasts, if not because God ordered me to go, I could have given up. But because this is a project of Elohim, no man can ever stop it. Let me play this video this audio so that our listeners will listen and also remember that what is happening today in Biafra land is not a coincidence. It have already been ordained by God Almighty, and more is coming. Pay attention.
God began to speak to me about Biafra, and I'm worried. I stopped somewhere last month, and I'm going to throw a little light on another one. And I pray that the authority concerned should listen to me. And it's a statement. Dialogue now, so that you should not be knocking the door for dialogue and there's no dialogue. That's what God told me.
That they will knock this time around and the door will never be open for them.
I keep saying it. I said there is a spirit in this young man. It is bigger than what physical eye can see.
And that spirit is what have possessed millions of Biafrans today, in case if they don't not know. That spirit is what have possessed Mazi Simon Ekpa when he said that I take words from the heart of MNK. The spirit that possessed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu possessed Mazi Simon Ekpa and possessed each and every one of us here today that is doing the needful. The same spirit have possessed the BLA, have possessed the Biafra Liberation Army, have possessed everyone fighting to restore Biafra.
I'm not an Igbo man, I'm a Yoruba man, but I'm speaking as a prophet. I said what I see in this young man is bigger than him. You see the man, the small boy that they call him, what is inside him is bigger. It's not just an ideology, it's bigger. I said, I see an animal. Which animal did I told you last time? Huh? I said what? A what? A what? A small puppy. And I see a small puppy going forward. All of a sudden, I saw so many strange wild animals, lion, bear, great animals around the puppy.
The animals, the great animals around the puppy is me and you. The great animals around the puppy is the Biafra Republic government in exile. We will never give up.
Then I saw the puppy look back and saw that the animals around him are so many. Suddenly the puppy, what I saw last month is different from what I'm seeing now. The puppy is developing some futures of wild animals.
We have given Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the hope to continue. Could it be that we bow down from the what do they call it, all this blackmail from the treacherous Ejiofor, from the barrister lawyer Jimako, and all those people that say we went to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he said this, he said that. Had it been we buy the idea to follow their evil instruction, what could have been the hope of our leader today? Imagine what could have been the hope of Biafra today. But because we stood our ground, that little puppy is going to develop to a wider animal.
This prophetic word is not to the negative. It's very important. Take the Biafra agitation serious. Dialogue now. Because I see a time. Doors are knocked. Calls are made. People who are heavy are saying we have come down. But these people are not willing to dialogue again.
Thank you very much. As the Ohanes Endoshi are calling, as all the Igbo leaders are calling, thanks to Elohim that Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Biafran Prime Minister, have closed down any call coming from the zoo. The door for the dialogue have been shut down. There is nothing else we will ever hear until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being released. Because we are not ready to see ourselves in the situation of those in Benue State living in IDP camps. Because we will never see ourselves in the situation of those living in the Sokoto, that the Fulani herdsmen, the kidnappers, the killers, we arrest them out of their homes, abduct them, take them into a thick forest, and start using guns to shoot their legs when they are still alive. Because we do not want to see ourselves in that situation. We cannot even imagine seeing ourselves seen Biafran land into such condition. That is why you see today from Enugu to Imo State, from Imo State to Abia State, from Abia to Ebonyi, from Ebonyi to Iguacha, Anambra, Cross River, all the Biafran territories today are under lock and key. The Nigerian government, they can lie all they want. They can tell propaganda, do whatever they want. But the truth remains the only tools that we will use to pull down the zoo. We are only waiting for our convention that will first took place in Finland. And after that, they will see what freedom fighting is all about. Nigeria are busy today talking about the conflicts in Niger, in Mali, in Burkina Faso. They forget the message that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brought to us from the first time he started broadcasting from Radio Biafra. He said his mission is to liberate Africa, but he must start with Biafra. And that will remind you when he said, I'm not ready to be a president of Biafra because my mission is to restore Africa. Some people don't make use of their brain. To get Biafra is very little for him than the fight that God have prepared him to fight. To liberate Africa is his mission, but he is starting with Biafra. And because he have finished his job for Biafra, that is why you see all these things that is happening today. And we are telling Nigerian government that door of negotiation have been shut down. All the enemies of Biafra today, they are trying to run away from Nigeria. The treacherous Ejiofor is even writing a petition, a letter of apology on behalf of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Who told you to write? Because you are scared and you are afraid and you are ashamed of yourself. But thanks to our Prime Minister, we will lock you up. Even your enemies will reject you. Biafra land will reject you. Your enemies that used you will reject you. And not even devil himself will reject you. You will be stranded for yourself. And when Biafra come, the only thing you will say that you have never seen this set of people before in your lifetime. And as time goes on, as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already prophesied, shall we or you see people like us after us. Thank you very much, my big brother.
So my wonderful family, that brings us to the end of this update. Do well to like the video, share and subscribe. Thank you and bye-bye.